Let's just start a new game. I was just making a bad Silent Hill joke, so sure, Foggy Hills it is. And I forgot this game had this like dated Twitter thing in it. As a little hint system slash mascot. But this game is honestly just like pleasant. Unlike SimCity, it has actual rules. It does like really handle the traffic flow. As briefly seen the pedigree there. You got to make sure people can like get to their jobs and their schools and their and that the water is like being drawn in from upstream and flushed out downstream and all those other things. But like it's pretty like not especially tense about like rushing you to do these things or starving you on the resources to do them. Yeah. The little bird thing is kind of awful. I remember the last time I was like playing this, they were like really pushing that Mars colonization thing. So like the in-game radio would be like talking about how cool it is that we're colonizing Mars, and like, we're not doing that. Anyway, hello hints I don't think I need. So yeah, I think you can also customize the horrible bird thing. Hence it having Mohawk right now. Go away. So yeah, basically this works is you got, your starting plot of land, it's connected to some highway. Specifically right here. And then you just kind of like, get you some roads. And there's something new to make these curves, isn't there? Rather than being stuck to 90 degrees and whatnot. Yes. Or very curvy even. So I can just like go. Like this. And have a nice inefficient little teardrop shape there. Ta-da, a road. Now I got some houses somewhere. How about up here on this raised portion? And, oh yeah, they're going to need access to water of some kind. So here's little arrows, and this is the way the water is, flowing down this river. So you kind of want to have some water pumps like near the mouth of that, and waste pipes, not near the mouth of that. Then you want to, at some point, connect this up to where people is. Roughly. And also, have outflow. And then some manner of electricity is also nice. here. Yeah, darker is more, so just plop some of these down. Do. It's probably enough. And now, how does this work? Oh, right, just connect from anywhere in the blue area to, like, around, if I recall? I should also maybe have that connect to, over here and down here to power the buildings that we have. That should do it for power, I think. Yes, no. Oh, it's paused. Yeah, so we got some water, we got some sewage, we got some electricity. And here's a little house getting built up. And here's the annoying Twitter post about how, yay, we have things. So tonight builds up little houses, and then you got some still information on them. And eventually, like, the big thing that this game has going on is that, you know, people move into these, they will actually, like, come in a car off the highway, go through the streets that I have laid out, and go to that house. Apparently I need some more of these. Let's just fill both sides of that. Yeah, very, you know, calm, relaxing game. Has a nice little detail if you like really zoom in. Fairly calm soundtrack for the most part. That like loop of highway there is just kind of not rendering well, is it? Okay, and they're going to also want to shop somewhere. Let's have, you know, just over there. And let's see, where do I want to put the... Just a little side road over here because nobody likes living near it. To some industrial spaces over here. There's a lot of like leveling up stuff where we have these like simpler roads here, and you can get like wider ones with more lanes and whatnot and trees on them. And yeah, you can do bridges and whatnot. It's very SimCity-y, but like, you know. So I should probably have some electricity out there, huh? That'll connect eventually, I think. Yeah. You probably want water too. This is a slight catch to doing what I'm doing with the, like... Oh, well, some of you can have some water. Some of you can wait until I have more money. He's going up, yes? Where's my money? No, not so much. Oh well. Well, there's going to be a thirsty, thirsty plant over there then for now. So those ones will be fine though. Yeah. Also, you got a loan of some kind, but you know. Oh, so here's some cars coming in. You can like follow them directly. Here's Terry Young, just driving down the road to his house and taking the long way, I think. I guess you can rename things. Just following so long. The nice little labels. Here's people like moving into their houses. You kind of see them walking in there. Check out their stats. Parking their cars in various spots as they do. I remember the developers saying that, like, when they're working on this, they did have to, like, fuse families together and cut down on some cars, because if they had, like, an actual realistic amount of, like, need for parking spaces, they were just too depressed at how paved over everything was. You got a little day-night cycle. You know, street lights and whatnot. Got some of these shops down this way. With their billboards and whatnot. People will, you know, go to get stuff and then go to work in, you know, the thirsty zone. That was kind of being sloppy. You can mark things as historical buildings if you like them, so they won't get, like, you know, replaced with better ones later. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's like SimCity, but, like, yeah, no, good. And the actual, like, traffic rules are, like, properly acknowledged and stuff like that too. So, like, if you have everything going through one intersection, that will have a traffic buildup. You know, this factory has water. Is that something? Maybe I should actually, like, put some more where they can access that. Just a thought. Instead of all these thirsty little guys. At least this is, yeah, spreading power down. Here are these 17 buildings, and, yeah. It kind of goes like this. And, like, you know, here I have a problem, but, like, eventually my income will turn around. Especially as more people want to move in here. Which, you know, sure. Yeah, you can do a big paint bucket and just get a whole section. Let me some of these too. And they just do the little thing, build the little houses, and shops and whatnot and look for their jobs. And where are you off to? Random car here. Ah, cleaning someone's house. Okay. Or no. Oh, you're just going home after working at the store. Okay. But yeah, not a whole lot to show off. It's kind of slow paced, unless I were to like, say, load my game. Last time I was playing this. But you just kind of like build up slowly. It's got like nice calm music. It looks fairly pretty in operation. And the people behind it were like obsessive enough about the whole little agent vehicle based traffic flow management that like actual city engineers have been like playing, going, oh yeah, we should have less like grids of traffic and more like roundabouts and stuff. That actually does seem to make it easier to keep moving and not having to be all stop and go. And so like after this game really took off, like a bunch of people have been like redesigning roads and places for major intersections. Okay, here's something from a bit further along and a bit more urbanized. That's interesting. I got my bike lanes everywhere and whatnot. And is there actually some way to just like say take this car here and just like follow it? There is. Okay. Yeah, it's just have this sort of view of things for a bit. Is someone going to work apparently? Again, like all these cars aren't decorative. They're like, there's a person who lives in this city somewhere in one of the lower residential buildings who has a job somewhere else and is like going to and from it all the time. And it's kind of neat. I just really like the way this looks. It's pleasant. They were really weaving through that intersection there, huh? Camera? Camera? Where are we going? Oh, okay, we're here. Ah, okay. Parking in the back. Let's stalk someone else. You there, on foot. You there on foot, where are you going? Walking home from school, okay. Give me, like... There we go. There's a bunch of people getting off a train, I believe. You're just chilling out here, apparently. Oh, wait for the crosswalk, right. But yeah, you get, as things go on, you level up and get access to more and more stuff. You got your power and your water and your garbage and your healthcare and your fire department. I think I actually have no cops just because, and your education and transportation. um, parks and special buildings and whatnot. Okay, I do have some police then. I could have sworn this was a game where I was just like, what if I just don't? I can pull out to the full view here. Or tip things down and have a better look around. There's some kind of problem in this area. There is a building that is out of stuff. We just get some orders in. Got our airport. Got a big train here, which, let's watch that for a while. Where are you going? In this heavy rain here. That's the big old major bridge I have over this river here. Yeah, it looks much nicer than, like, any game in the SimCity series, I would say, and it, like, has gameplay that's less of a lie. And if I recall, the more recent entries in that series have gotten, like, really scummy about, like, little microtransaction-y things and, like, weird little, like, Facebook game interaction stuff. Close this one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's relaxing, like I said. And, like, problems occur, but they tend to be, like, slow enough to come up and, like, lenient enough about fixing them that, like, you can kind of take your time with it. The biggest problems tend to be, like, everybody moved into your town at the same time, so they're all, like, getting old and dying at the same time. So suddenly there's, like, rotting corpses all over the place, and you have to real quick build a graveyard for them or something. Yeah, that's enough fun on that train. What's my actual, like, zoning of this anyway? I'm trying to remember where I started with this. So yeah, I think this is one where I was, like, really into doing these organic-y road shapes. And having these fairly, high-density residential stuff here surrounded by, like, offices and whatnot. And then down here is, like, the fancy techie part of town. There's the original, like, awful industrial bit. Just using the pollution like you have. A lot of commercial stuff over here. I thought I had, like, a, low-density residential part of town somewhere, but I think I might have just, like, bulldozed it at some point. Yeah. And you can, like, buy up more land and, like, sprawl your thing way over the whole bunch of space. It's neat. Not much to say about besides that, but yeah.